We're going back to Malacca, doing Iron Man mode, and this time we're gonna get it down solid. Just boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we need to set rivals. We're going to go ahead and set Siak as a rival because we're about to annihilate them. We're going to go ahead and set Pasai as a rival, and we're going to set Khmer as a rival because why the hell not? Okay. We could have set these guys as a rival, which would have made more sense, I guess. Let's look at this. Now, we cannot support these guys' independence. I don't know what it is that these guys do that causes their liberty desire to increase. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them. So we need, first of all, to start building a spy network here and here. That needs to happen right off the bat because we need to go into war with them as fast as possible. We need to improve our relations with Patani, which is something that we can do. Just offer an alliance with them. So Patani accepts that. I'm an idiot and I need to do all my stuff, so we're calling a diet. And we are demanding military support. We are going to grant monopoly charters and demand diplomatic support. And we're going to seek the support of the clergy and then demand administrative support. Now, before set my national focus to this, national tax modifier plus 10% is very, very good. Trade efficiency 10%, very, very good. And morale of armies 10%, very, very good. So this is a really good combo. Careful is good. Reduces aggressive expansion, but that's not really that meaningful. Kedah has offered us an alliance, so we're going to go ahead and accept that. And what else? So it's fine. I think this time I'm going to be a little more careful with my finances. I'd like to okay, that was fast. That was fast, and it's, I guess, good that it's fast, because the faster it is, the faster we get this new guy who has way, way better stats. Royal marriage offer from Patani. Okay, this negative stability is a serious issue, and I need to consider whether it might be in my best interest to do something about it. So Patani, for whatever reason, doesn't really like us that much. I guess because I'm allied to their rival, yeah. So this thing didn't fire because I hit accept to the alliance with Kedah too soon. think that it's actually in my best interest to do this, get the stability cost modifier, and resolve the stability issue right off the bat. Because if I can just pop my stability up now, it'll increase the amount of legitimacy that I have toward the end, and it will it'll only cost me maybe a year or so without colonialism, which is meaningful, but I don't know that it's hugely meaningful, honestly. So we're just going to do this. It's just, I think it's in our best interest. The military stuff is stuff that is relatively easy to deal with. Let's see, how much... Yeah, the stability has to be less than 0 for the Peasants' War to start. So... Why are you pissed? God damn it. I shouldn't have done it then, I should have waited. So all we're doing for Siak is we just need to wait. That's not gonna happen. Okay, well, we're doing the negative stability now anyway, so... Or are we? We're going to declare war on these guys, I think. Oh, first we need to fabricate our claim on Siak. And I need to build more troops. So I'm not sure how we're going to handle the situation. Oh god. Speaking of handling situations, stops building that here. I made some serious mistakes here because I'm not allying with these guys yet. I should be. The other thing that I could do to give myself a little bit more of an administrative boost at the very start. Okay, so Siak just claimed Johor. We're going to declare war on them immediately. They do have a leader. He has one shock. 30th, 31st. Shit. So they are unfortunately not retreating quickly enough, but we got high rolls. So, oh my god, we annihilated their entire army. That's perfect. God damn these emirs. 20 years of lowered... No, fuck that. I can't do it. Son of a bitch, these people. How many troops do I need? So we're just going to pop all the way over here. taking control of that province. And this one. So we've annihilated their troops and prevented them from creating new ones. And that's what we're looking to do. We're now going to recover 110 every month. And is 3.5 enough? It looks like it is. So that's enough to get this down. We're going to go ahead and start. I think public reprimand should probably be enough. Scary. Alright, so we're taking out Siak. My piety is low. Negative 37 already. I have not gotten the ability to build temples yet, so I don't need to worry about getting a loan or anything. I think I do want to get a loan, though, to buy a temple. Because this territory is going to get really crazy really fast. So... Union, and not only its pubs, but a new ally in the realm. Okay, so... Ooh. Well, that's interesting and shitty. So we get -3 local unrest, but we get plus 0.1 autonomy continuously. Malacca has a new crappy air. Oh wait, we want to stay here until we're ready to end the war. So they have only one claim. Whoopsies. Might have declared war slightly too fast. Okay, we're at 100%. Gonna wait for this to end. So they have slightly more than 50% liberty desire. But that'll immediately go away as soon as we start. Oh, right, we can't send anybody until the next month. So we're just going to move these guys right over to the other side. And these guys have 6,000 troops. So we can use the one claim that we do have to immediately go in here. And our vassal doesn't actually have an army yet, so there's really no reason to wait for them. Okay, we just wiped out their entire army in one fell swoop. Okay, there we go. So, they're not going to be able to build any more troops. And we'll just be able to sit here. Really? They went to the wrong place. And we got an extra transport, so that's useful. So these guys, we are allied to both, is it? Malacca and Pasai. Did I not send somebody over here? So we're going to send somebody over here. Oh, something person. Oh, right. God damn it. So these guys are in a bad place right now. By which I mean not the place that I want them to be. So we're going to fabricate a claim on Pasai. And if I fabricate a claim on all of these, including Rokon, it actually does help me a little bit, so it might be worth my while to do that. So let's improve our relations here. Keep these guys paying their taxes. So we're going to wait for Siak to build its army back up properly. And it looks like Brunei is actually losing against Kutai, which is kind of surprising. We just won this siege, which means that if I wasn't an idiot, we'd be done. As it is, we're almost done. But who knows, maybe we'll be able to capture one of these ships during this fight. You lose 11 ships when you only have 6. Doesn't make any sense. So what do they have? They have a claim on this, right? So now what we do is we go into our, not our estates, go over here, and we're going to start granting them provinces. So we're going to grant them Muko Muko, and Pariaman. And there we go. So that reduces how pissed off they are at us. Makes them nice and loyal. We're going to set them to protect trade in Malacca, and we are going to do the mission settings. Repair threshold to slightly damaged. Now, I think that I have a pretty decent amount of time. So Pasai is not currently threatening for us. They don't have this fort being built that's going to consume a lot of time and resources to take. which means that we are in good shape to kick back and relax for a little bit. So if we wait another year or so, we'll be in good shape. And I do think that we can get this... Oh god. Okay, so that sucks. We have -2 stability. Yeah, the other thing is that we want to make sure that Siak has... I guess since these guys... These guys are going to be declaring war on me, I'm actually going to get a claim so that it's cheaper for me to take their province from them. The one province they've got. My war exhaustion is pretty low, and we're not going to recover from negative stability anytime soon, so maybe we should either cancel this or just quickly do it. I think I'm just going to do it. Just get it over with, because losing all of my legitimacy is, I think, a bad choice. Like, the penalties for having low stability are just too high. So we can now do a naval race versus Pasai if we want, which just means building one more ship, which doesn't really help us that much. Who is this? Diviet. Let's do it. Diviet. Of course, I do not actually have any way to improve my relations with them right now, unless I take my guy out of Siak, which I don't think is a good idea. There we go. Point a puppet to marginalize this guy. We now have positive stability. Look at that money income now. Booyah. Not having all these penalties is very good for us. So the problem, though, is that we're really far behind on administrative power now. We're 300 behind on administrative power, and we're just going to get further and further behind. But once we do get temples, we'll be able to do certain good things. We're going to be able to purchase a temple in Malacca, which I do think will be important. It won't necessarily be important immediately, but it'll be important eventually. And I actually could, if I wanted. Let's move. Their liberty desire is really low right now. So I could stop improving my relations with them because there's not really much reason to. And I'm going to start improving my relations with Diviet. Diviet is another place that risks me getting into a pissing contest with Ming later. What? And this is why you need to... Damn these people. So what happened there is they got a claim on my territory. And now the fact that they got a claim there, because it's not a core of theirs, it's just something that they've got a claim on because they manufactured it. Steve Johor, Jesus. So anyway, you know, vassals being vassals. So I needed to force them to renounce all their claims when I vassalized them like that, and I didn't, and that's on me. Yeah, once these guys hit 50, I'm just going to offer them an alliance. Make life easier for myself. So Kutai is currently losing that war. They started the war. That's the really funny thing, is that they started the war. This is totally worth it. We can build one guy and building that one guy is going to be enough to decrease our overall army maintenance by 10%, which is really good. This guy has no mobility, so we don't really want to allow them to get a foothold over this yak. Political marriage such as the union. So this increases the emir's estate influence. Okay. I don't know what we're helping them with. So we now have access to marketplace. I don't want to do it this way. I'll do it the other way. So, we're going to be establishing a presence on this side of the river. This side of the thing. I don't know why I'm going this. I just wasted 2 months of trade protection because I don't actually have any reason to move those guys yet. I need to wait a couple months before. I'm only getting 6 per month. Never mind. The 5% just hit. Please don't be you. They're not these guys. So we now need to get with the program. These guys are heading straight to the Straits of Johor. Okay. So who is here? So Kedah is over here. Pasai has 18 ships here. And they have more barks than we do. It's actually a serious problem. I'm going to move my ships up here because I need to be with my allies' ships. Where is... So if I were to go up here, I'm gonna hit some friendlies can attach. I didn't realize that this was a thing you could do. I didn't realize that fleets you could attach to each other. So if we just wait until their fleet is not directly on top of ours, like right now. We should be able to just take Pike Square, declare war. No, we can't declare war yet. I'm an idiot. I don't have all of my claims. So, whoops. Let's get back to doing our business. And we just need a few more months. So Kutai could do with an alliance from us. But it doesn't really protect us that much. Let's see, At this point they actually might be small enough that I can just absorb them later. diplomatic relations I made. Oh, this is going to piss them off. So Her Majesty the Sultana is, of course, the constant companion, good advisor on her own right. Hello? Hello? Hey! Okay. Yeah. Okay, I need to take a picture for my wife. One second. I don't see any reason to do this. I don't need a rank 2 trader. Okay, so what are we doing? I'm actually going to take Naval Race versus Pasai because I'm going to end up in a massive naval battle against them very shortly. So where is my fleet? My fleet's right here. Don't need to worry about them quite yet. We're gonna dissolve this alliance because I'm an idiot. They're gonna be like, what the hell, man? Okay, so we need to fully embrace the Renaissance before we start working on tech again. Except, of course, the admin tech. Okay, so what are we doing here? Very close. Next month we'll have enough to fabricate our last claim. So we're going to take the one for Purlac. Let's take a look here. What the hell, Siak? What are you doing? Why are you so lazy? Okay, so Siak is really lazy and has not been getting claims. So that means that Rokon, I need to get a claim for. Take a look here. They built the fort already. Shit. Well, that sucks. Okay, so because they have this fort here, we're actually not really in a rush anymore. So we're just gonna... We actually are in a rush still, though, because we need to get this war done before they get... Oh, good. Did they just get the... Okay, they have a claim here now. Perfect. So, now that we have claims on everything, I guess it doesn't really matter because we were giving that to them anyway, but whatever. We're going to declare war on these guys. That's going to result in a war against both them and the other folk. And considering that we have this fort here now... Okay, so we have these guys coming toward us. We have... Where's our friendly fleet? It's on the other side of the island. We can't declare war quite yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait till these guys arrive. Okay, so these guys are now in the same area as me. It's time to declare war. So we're going to declare war for, I don't know, Delhi or something. So Kedah has just joined the battle. Kedah has a rank 3 military, I have a rank 4 military, so good luck, folks. We just wiped out the Kedah Navy. We just wiped out the Kedah Army. These guys are heading to the South China Sea. These guys are heading where? Let's head over here. So these blockades are working pretty well for us. We're making a pretty decent amount from spoils of war. Yikes. Yeah, I can't do that. We have more important things to worry about than going into debt for no reason. It reduces our national unrest by 1, but it's not worth it. And I do think that the state needs to actually do stuff, so I don't think that going into debt just for that is a good idea. Okay, so we have that going for us. We managed to get it without any institution penalty too, which is nice. So these guys have 0 mobility. These guys have 1 mobility. Oh, but it doesn't matter. If we go attack them, it doesn't count as us attacking them. It counts as them attacking us. So we are actually going to be on the defense, which means that crossing that strait is not bad for us. Guys are dicks. Okay. Also, I am an idiot because I have not been doing this correctly. I should have only had 3 guys there this whole time. Unfortunately, the walls have been breached on both of these. Come on, Siak, you need to... Oh, hello. These guys are retreating. They just pulled out of Siak. That's perfect. So we can now annex Kedah. We can annex Kedah soon. These guys have 11 and 4. I don't know why these guys are chilling all the way up there. Good. So the question here is, will these guys come and attach to me to make my life easier? That looks like a yes. That is a yes. Okay, so these guys have attached, which means that I now have 18,000 troops, which means that I can just walk over here. send my navy over here. Where did their navy go? So we got the naval enthusiasm, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, because of the fact that we've got this going on here, we need to deal with some nonsense. Core this. Just get it done. So when we get out of this, we should not run into... Yeah, because our stability is at least 0, so we won't run into the Peasants' War regardless. So we should be okay. And once we take this, we will be set. Okay, so the other thing that we need to do going to be very important now to start building a spy network in Brunei. So we just won the Siege of Batak. Go beat these guys up. Do we even need to beat them up? I guess we could just go to each of these. We could just go to each of these places in turn, leave one guy there. They have a rank 4 military, so we do not want to get into a pissing contest with them if we can avoid it. Because we'll win the pissing contest, but it'll be, you know, expensive. That's really what I want, to engage in expensive activities. And now that we control this fort, that actually changes things very much in our favor. Because controlling that fort means that now these guys here can't actually pass by, so they can't even get to here. And now that I think about it, I'm going to have to wipe out this army either way. So I kind of might as well do it now. Makassar is claiming their territory now because they're like, hey, these guys are actually weak enough. I think I'm going to take this because I'm now accumulating a huge amount of money. Make it all bugs. So when we do annex this, we are going to be giving a huge amount of diplomatic power away, so... Well, there goes my accumulate money. I just failed to accumulate money because I'm going into debt. Piety is negative 54. Not too shabby. Okay, that siege is over. Okay, they are not willing to accept this deal. They probably will now, though, because I think we were in the middle of that fight at the time. Guess not. We need a tiny, tiny bit more. So we're just going to go ahead and protect trade in Malacca. The month has now gone by, and they are willing to accept now. Boom. So, all that is now taken by me, and we now have these guys who are now rebels to deal with. And we should have a leader here, because... yeah, so... there. So we won that, and because we won that when they were just, you know, rebels, it changes the whole dynamic. Our manpower reserves need to recover, and we can go ahead and do that because there's nothing stopping us. We don't need to go to war for quite a while. Okay, so let's start granting stuff to these guys. We can grant them Rokon. And we can grant them Tuck. So what state is this in? This is in North Sumatra. North Sumatra. Yeah, it is. So this whole area is actually North Sumatra. It would not be a bad idea for me to just... let's see, we need to... increase autonomy over here. And hopefully by increasing their autonomy, we don't have to deal with them at all. I want to keep these guys potentially... You know what? Never mind. This is also just it's not in the same state that we're in, so we can just increase the autonomy there too. It's not a big deal. Now, we are running into a issue here in that I'm actually going to run up against the diplomatic power cap. Because I spent so much administrative power. So I might end up needing to get Marketplace. So now that we're here, yeah, the local unrest has been dropped to virtually nothing just by having my army here. Ooh, trade efficiency increase. So our finances are looking good. Everything's looking good except sort of the timer. We're not getting things done as quickly as we'd like to. Ooh, Kutai separatists. That would be beautiful. If the Kutai separatists manage to reform Kutai, that will be great. So we need another 200-ish administrative power. So So I can keep a maximum of 1039. One more month before we have to start spending some of this. Just gonna go ahead and get the marketplace, it's fine. That was expensive. I probably should have gotten something cheaper, but it's fine. Oh, right, I could have started spending diplomatic power here. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Because spending diplomatic power here is a good thing for getting Renaissance, because it just speeds things up dramatically. How do I want to handle this? Because I was thinking I was going to have to spend it on something like reducing war exhaustion or something equally temporary. 99% liberty desire. So they do have high enough liberty desire that they're not going to which is good. Encourage them to go to a different business, I think. We lose some money, but we increase our trade efficiency. Okay, so this has been clean so far. Holy shit! The Kutai separatists just took all of this territory. Including a bunch of stuff that they didn't have before. So now I need to ally with Brunei. Brunei is the weaker one in this relationship now. It's hilarious. I need to build a spy network in both of these places now. Okay, so how many ships do I have available to me? I can build one more. Should I bother? Yeah, they pay for themselves, so you might as well. So Majapahit is now eclipsed, which is why we set them as a rival in the first place. That keeps our power stuff very high, so let's look at ourselves now. Apparently I can't set Sunda down there. I don't want to set Ayutthaya right now, because right now they're not really dangerous to us. If we didn't have that minus 50 from that Tyrant Overlord, then we would be in good shape here to do that stuff. So we'll be getting national ideas soon. And do I want to spend military power first? Decisions. We have the option to spend military power first or spend it later. Just gonna spend all the military power I can. Not even worried about it. I could have built a Carrack, but at this point I don't think I need one yet. I'll need a Carrack when I go against either Kutai or Brunei. Should I build a marketplace here? 50% increased local trade power. So we're very close to getting our ideas. And then we can get our first one. On the plus side, it actually doesn't really matter that much that we're delaying the second point. It's really not going to matter until we get to slightly higher stuff. So my overextension is increasing my corruption. So now comes the point where we get our expenses dramatically increased. So we now have colonists, we can set our trade philosophy, or trade, native philosophy. So we're going to go ahead and form our colony over on Manila. And again, I'm not going to worry about going down into these areas until I'm a bit stronger. Shit. So this... Fuck all y'all is what I'm saying. Not giving... They both want some of my territory, and I'm just saying, screw you guys, neither of you are taking it. Now, my overextension is sitting pretty here at 52%. Trade power abroad is dramatically dropped by that. Holy shit, where'd my money go? Oh, right. No, let's see. Let's see, there it is. Say, where's my colonies maintenance? If I have this... My income is this bad without any colonial maintenance, I'm terrified. Right, so you guys can go ahead and protect trade in Malacca. Let's take a look at the trade map here. We've got 31% of the total trade power in this node. And what do we need with administrative power now? We don't really need anything. We just can start coring stuff, I think. I'm gonna get Pasai first. And once we've finished coring everything over here, we're going to... ignore it, and then we're just gonna start spending money. We can spend more of our money on rooting out corruption. Whoa, that's way... So we're gonna use a lot of money to root out corruption because corruption sucks. The key is that I just need to wait until I can get rid of my overextension. Luckily, all these advisors that are dying aren't the ones that we're actually using. Okay, well, we need to protect people that are in our territory regardless of gaining piety from it. Reduce our taxes. On the plus side, the tech cost increase is completely irrelevant. Thing I wanted to do with them, but I don't remember what it was. What ifs? Okay, so we have Quest for the New World. No, we're not going to take that yet. We're going to wait for our corruption to go down a bit. Quest for the New World is not important until we have, at the very least, overseas exploration, which we'll have well before we finish this up. So the goal here is to try and get straight from here all the way up to here. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, it's Terra Incognita, so... But my goal is to just get to here. I think we can get here, because if my supply ships reach 150, what's my colonial range? Boy, actually, I've never looked at these things. Let's see. Trade efficiency increase. Yeah, this is a really good setup for money. And once my overextension goes down, we should have a much easier time with the corruption, because this will drop very quickly once I don't have that 0.26. Okay, well, we're going to quarantine the port and let them die. So we're at 24%. We have 4 more... We can spend 400 more military power here before we have to worry about spending anything other than military power. So... should go reasonably fine. So ahead of time in administrative tech actually gives you bonus to your corruption reduction, which is kind of cool. It's at 1.4 now. Okay, the size now done. So this just tripled the rate at which it declines. We're gonna open up our... I think we just have to set IUFI as a rival. If we don't set IUFI as a rival, then we're gonna lose our stuff faster, and I don't like that, so... We want to keep the bonuses as fast as long as possible. Start coring this now. And so now we have everything getting at the very least territorial cores. It's no secret that both Sultan Muzaffar Shah and Sultana Aisha have a way with words and thus with people. They can both make the stranger feel perfectly at ease in their presence, and somehow always manage to be the ones making a closing argument and discussion, though perhaps not entirely unequal in charm, and using different personal strengths they've grown to enjoy attending social events together, often smiling smugly at one another from a distance. What is for certain is the Sultanate is better off because of their union. Awesome. I love it. I'm actually curious about that military skill thing, because she does not have very high military skill. So record something else? Okay, we'll do this because this tiny amount of administrative power and admin power is now no longer super critical. Increase this again. How close are we? We're at about close to a third of the way there. Holy crap! We've been lucky enough to appoint an excellent minister whose actions will most likely greatly benefit our realm. So we can do this: prestige, stability, and administrative power. Or we can do both of these simultaneously and get 100 and 100 military power simultaneously, which allows us to immediately go back into Malacca. And double down. It's great. Actually, my corruption is increasing the cost of these. I should stop putting points into these for now. Until I can get my corruption down and possibly bribe my dilemmas. Or not the dilemmas, the merchant guilds. Yeah, I'll be able to do this again in 4 years. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait 4 years before I start doing that. Do I have anything else to do? I really don't have much to do right now. Sulu exists. That's very exciting for them, I'm sure. But really right now I just have to wait. So we're waiting on this to finish, but the key critical thing here is that we want to spend as little as possible in terms of our resources in building our development up. And the best way to decrease the cost of development is to bribe those merchants. And that should save me 5% of the total amount that I'm spending there, which should be pretty huge overall. So, yay! Okay, so in about 5 years, corruption will be zeroed out. And once that happens, we can get overseas exploration. And we want to get to Land of Opportunity as fast as possible, but we don't need to get either of these as fast as possible. The extra merchant will be helpful, but the other two bonuses are just not going to have any immediate effect. So we can get an additional ship if we want. So we can sell Champa Condottieri. No land access to capital. So they actually will accept this for $3 per month, which is pretty crazy. We have 12 ships, we don't have 12 ships. So we're just going to make bank here. By offering these guys as condottieri. They're fighting against both. So all we have to do now is drop this army here. And we can get a huge amount of money for condottieri, I think. So we can rent this army out. Well, they can't afford it, so fuck them. Guess they're just screwed. Y'all can't afford my army, and I'm not sending my army out on a death mission. Because if I send out only half of these guys, it's not going to be enough to change the way that this war is going. $1.67 a month enough to justify doing So these guys... Oh wow, that would be hilarious. I just realized that I'm allied to these guys. How funny would that be? Okay, we're gonna just bring our troops back because... we don't need them to be over here. That's funny. Diviet is our ally. So much for that particular rendition there. Let's see these guys over here. Ooh! Send these fools away! We've got heretical research, yeah! So, corruption is below 1, so it'll take 4 more years before we purge it completely. Ooh, land leader shock. Okay, so what What was it? I'm waiting on 64, I believe. Yeah. So basically, I can grant them the monopoly charters. Granting them the monopoly charters will increase their loyalty. Increasing their loyalty will, by extension, give me the reduction in development cost. So what I can do is improve their loyalty, just mass develop in Malacca, hopefully get all the way to where I want to be. Okay, we got an amazing admiral now. Where's the Murray? One of the great things about being the king is you can wait before you decide to side with anyone in particular. So when I side with his family, I'll have to fight these noble regiments, and that will be fine, because we will be there first. And it's grassland, so it doesn't really matter, but we will presumably be able to take them out. I think that it might be in my best interest to... Actually, it might be in my best interest to get rid of my idiot son. It's a 4-1-1. So we're going to side with one family. And goodbye with the rebels. So we're going to remove him from here, because as long as he's there, I get an additional stability hit if he dies. I don't think I get the additional stability hit as long as he's just like a general and not an actual in-use general. So we're just waiting a couple more years, seeing what other interesting things happen. And the conquests over here aren't particularly time sensitive. It increases the base tax there, which it's not super efficient, but it's not terrible. I had no idea that marrying some local girl was gonna cause such a huge disturbance in my overall gameplay. So what are you guys doing? You guys are making tea? -62 right now. So next year, at what month? In November. So November of next year, I'll be able to do that. Whoa. 1162. It's corruption. Oh, enough now that I can do this for free. It'll cost 1 extra diplomatic power. That is unacceptable. You're waiting. Yeah, I'm also going to start making way more money as soon as I finish rooting out corruption. The nice thing about the rooting out corruptions thing is that it's basically it's a maintenance statistic. It's not something that you keep up all the time. So you only spend as much as necessary to get yourself set up. This is an interesting one. 2 skill statesman. $50% cheaper is still twice as expensive. Though it would only take... It would take less than 5 years for this to pay dividends. Let's go ahead and do this. This takes me here. Alright, let's do it. It's fine. So we're losing a little bit of money right now. Unfortunately, we're about to lose our power projection. So who do we have to rival right now? These guys are our rival, right? So we're embargoing both of them, which gives me a little bit of power projection to keep the stream of increased power coming in. Are we down to... Yes, okay, so we're now down below the threshold where it costs extra. We need to go to the economic map. Increase our money coming in from there a bit. Finances are still looking a little shaky. Okay, so at the end of this year, we'll be able to dump a huge amount into Malacca, and increasing the base tax of Malacca is really good for us. So that will be important. We're getting Land of Opportunity next. And after that, we'll have to see what we want to get from there. I think that we're probably just going to keep getting ideas for quite a while. It's going to be a decent bit of time before we can much anyway. So let's make North Sumatra into a... Do we want to do that now? No. I'm going to wait until my autonomy drops to whatever the minimum is, and then I'm going to... Then I'm gonna do it. We're still on the mission to get our manpower recovered, which is kind of crazy. Let's look at our subjects. They're at 20% liberty desire, which is very low. That is a lot of money. Okay, next month. We're getting there. So next month we've got a huge amount of power that we can just dump straight into this stuff. But yeah, we still have a long way to go before we can get the next set of technologies anyway. So we should be in pretty good shape. The other cool thing is that opportunities. So there we go. We've got that done. So we've got the most important stuff dealt with already. Now we need to do something else. Yes. We need to go to our estates. And we can seek support of the clergy, and then demand their administrative support, and then we can make a donation to get our stuff leveled out again. Then we can, if we want, call a diet. Do we want to do this? Might as well. Yeah, that's worth it. And we can do merchant guilds. So we're granting them monopoly charters. Now you'll see that this reduces our development cost by 5%. And that is very good, because now we can go to Malacca and say, hey, let's spend all of our stuff here. So Renaissance is currently stalled at 85.47%. And it might have been in my best interest to wait on that until until I can finish all of what I'm doing there. But that would require calculating that out completely, which is a decent amount of work. Current monthly change is only minus 0.1%, so I might actually be able to get this before the merchant guilds fall below. And I'll be able to demand diplomatic support either way, so... So increasing the tax base has really dramatically impacted my income. I think it's going to take 3 more increases. And if I wanted, I could probably just do all 3 of them with increase the national tax modifier. So turn Manila into a city, that seems reasonable. Reasonable goal. $383 trade barons. No, that's kind of crazy. Let's take a look at how we're doing here. Minus 60, so this has changed virtually none. So with one more, we'll be able to actually check, one more month, we'll be able to check whether we want to do this or not. The other thing is, this is Terra Incognita. I need to actually... I need to get an explorer down on the ground at some point. So my disagreeing advisor had a good point, and we can now check. So this gives me 6 for Renaissance, so yeah, I need 3 more. And I need to decide whether I want to spend my administrative power on it, or if I want to just wait and just spend exclusively military. I think it's in my best interest to just spend exclusively military power on this from now on. And to use my administrative power to start getting workshop ready. So, about the same time that I get workshop available in terms of finances, like as soon as I have enough administrative power to do that, I'll be able to get the tech up to where it needs to be. I do need to keep an eye on my enemies' tech levels, because I am still sitting at rank 4 military tech. but it's not as big an issue as you'd think. I also need to get more finances. So let's see. Okay. I'll be right back. I need to keep track of the sort of funeral lamp while I'm alone at home, so... But it doesn't seem like a lamp to me, so... My wife was like, if you check the lamp, I'm like, lamp? What are you talking about? So, let's see, we're gonna pop someone in here. There we go. So just 2 more ticks of that, and we will have embraced, well, we won't have embraced, but we'll have at least gotten the Renaissance. And at that point, we'll have to spend money in order to spread it everywhere else. So it looks like Brunei is currently fighting these guys again. They're winning against Kutai, that's interesting. We are going to lose this development cost increase before we finish with our stuff, but that's okay. Because it really doesn't matter as long as it's only military power that I'm spending, because military power isn't really that important. Military power is... it's important to have in sufficient quantity that you aren't getting completely screwed over by just getting crushed in wars. But as long as you don't completely just get rid of all of your military power for 50 years, you're going to be fine militarily. Particularly since over the next 20 years, losing piety in preparation for doing a tech boost don't think that my finances look good enough for me right now to... Hey, the Merchant's Guild gains influence. I like that. So this reduces my development costs even more. That's awesome. And I think... No. I would need to get up to 50 in order to have that increase even more. But yeah, the nobles are really not terribly important right now. They like to think that they are, but holy shit, Brunei just completely annexed Khmer. So let's... Maybe we can't send someone in there for a while. So the question here is, do we want to go with diplomatic technology first? Or do we want to finish out these ideas? We can at least get for free colonies if we want. So these guys have just set me as a rival. Oh, right, that's over there. So we can now set these guys as our rival. Minus 10 merchant or trade power is virtually nothing. So we can now continue building our economy. And these guys have embargoed us, so we might as well embargo them. Alternatively, rather than embargo them, we could just declare war. Because we have a trade dispute, Casus Belli here. You can't annex them. So basically, what this allows us to do is... I don't think I can annex these guys either. Interesting. So we actually have enough favors to call them in, but they won't come in for this. So... The real question here is, how many ships does Brunei have? So Brunei has 17 ships, and we have Hung Tuo. So where's the Brunei Navy? There's the Brunei Navy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to be all friendly together in the Brunei Belt. Yep, okay. So we're going to be able to just take out their entire navy at the outset. And this is why it is very dangerous to issue... Wow. Okay, so we just wiped out their entire navy. Did we? No. That lied. Okay, so why are you lying? Anyway. Just gonna pop these guys over here. The question is whether we want to actually send troops over here or not. How many troops do they have? They have 12,000 troops. So I think it is actually in our best interest to not send any troops over. So they are charging Sulu for some reason. And they might actually win. It's up in the air. They won. So they just took out the entire Sulu army, which means that Sulu is out of the fight. And I think I'm gonna send these guys over here. I think this is more... That was a mistake. So let's not do that. So we're just going to leave these guys here. Now, do we want to start doing Diplotech or finish free colonies? So we should be able to do both of these, I think. Because we're just going to completely take them out. So we'll be able to have them pay us money, as well as... Ooh, and we declared war on these guys, so we got extra stuff. Good. Yeah, forcing them to transfer their trade power to us is going to be very useful. The question is whether we can do that to Brunei. Blockade their ports from now until the end of time, but it doesn't actually... Okay, so we've got Sulu. do this, because I think this counts as a... thinger, but it's fine. We can always annul it later if we want. Actually, no. We're just going to do the war reparations. Because I am sure that that's going to give me an extra relation, and I don't want that. Hello? Hey. Yeah, can. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna unlock the key. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry about that. And now we can... Well, I need to remember to turn away the fan when I go away for a second. Sorry about that. Ooh, Mill has become self-sustaining. I wasn't paying enough attention, so now we have... a problem. Because this is Terra Incognita still. Well, my wife is actually home, so I'm going to end this here for right now. So, next time... We can't even get a white piece right now. But what we can try to do is get a transfer trade power agreement going on with Brunei. That will dramatically reduce the amount of money that they have coming in. And reducing the amount of money that they get will also reduce their ability to put up an army to defend against the Kutai separatists that I guarantee you are just waiting in the wings to blow up the country again. So thank you everyone for watching. It's been a pleasure to stream for you guys today, and next time we will continue on with this particular playthrough.